Hi flute friends, it's time for Some Folks Do. This is number 1.25 and it's on page 9 of your book. Now we have 5 notes that we need to know now, which is kind of tricky for flutes. We've learned B flat, that was one of our first notes. Pointer, pointer, pinky, thumb. We know C, which is just pointer, pinky. We know D, which is thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We learned E flat, which means we just add that pinky to the note D. Now we have F, which is thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, and pinky. Again, the note F, thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, and pinky. So F we just learned at the bottom of page 8. Now in this song, Some Folks Do, we have to play the note D, 4 of those in a row, and then we go to the note F. So here's the note D, thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And how do we get from D to F? Here's D. I put my pointer finger down and put my pinky down and flip these guys up. So D, F. Can you do that combination? D to F to D to F. Do you see how slowly I'm doing this? This is how you should be practicing it. D, F, D. Which fingers move up and which fingers move down when you go from D to F? This takes a while and it takes a lot of practice to go from D to F. And that's just measures 1 and 2, guys. Holy cow. All right. Now, after F comes E flat. Can you go from F to E flat? So F is thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, pinky. And then E flat, we put these 2 down and we pop this guy up. So that's the change from F to E flat. All right, we're gonna go through and say the whole thing. Now, if you need some more work doing these quick changes, stop and do that on your own. Where if, say you're struggling from going from F to E flat, or you really have a hard time going from D to F, stop and isolate and go D, F, D, F, or C, B flat, C, B flat. But if you can figure out which part is the hardest for you, it'll be easy to isolate and go through that and go B flat, D, B flat, D, B flat, D, B flat, D, B. It sounds like a broken record, but you'll be training your muscles to know what that change is like. All right, let's do a say it from the beginning of the song. So it's the note D to start, thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And remember D to F, what fingers move from D to F? All right, say it with me first, then we'll play it. All right, D is our first note. 1, let's see what D sounds like. D. Here we go, ready, and say it. D, 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 F, E flat, C, D, D, B flat, D, 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 F, E flat, C, C, B flat. Wow, is that a tricky song or what? The hardest thing for me was going from F to E flat. What was the hardest thing for you? Stop and isolate. Pause the video, go back and do it over and over again. All right, for the purpose of this tutorial, let's play. The note D, thumb, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Play with me. Ready? Here we go. My finger slipped and I accidentally hit this little key right here. It made kind of a weird sound. But that was the general idea. And again, go back and do as many switches as you need to until you got it down. Good luck. in this song, Some Folks Do, there are several things you need to do for homework. The first one, it says, draw the symbols where they belong. The treble clef, the time signature, and the final bar line. Now, if you look back to page, looks like we did our treble clef at the bottom of page 8, at the very beginning of 1.23, even higher. It says draw the treble clef. It also says the time signature, which is that 4/4 that happens at the beginning of these songs. So you're going to draw a treble clef, that squiggly wiggly guy, and you're going to draw 4/4. Now look at the end of 1.23. There's that double bar line, which means it's a dark line and a thin line. Don't forget to do that part. It is homework for Some Folks Do.